Why, Draco? Why? Well, I'll tell you why. Because he is the only savage in Memphis Wrestling. Geo Savage certainly isn't, because he shook hands with Jonathan Gresham when they fought. How dare he? And Draco, who is seen arriving, walking in with his nice leather jacket on, is the only savage, but also he would like a chance at Mike Anthony's internet title, and he'll get it, because that's what you do in wrestling. You make a kerfuffle, and someone says, well, hang on a minute, yes, if you want that, you made such a kerfuffle, we'll give you that match. So they do, and it'll be the main event of Memphis Wrestling this week, a wrestling program which continues to see Terrence Ward going heel. Now, I don't know if he's going completely full heel, but he shook hands with Pete Pranica early on. He's got his he's got a brown suit and a brown bow tie, very nice. And he then starts to, even in the first chat, put down slightly Pete and Dustin Star, and then bigs up Aaron Roberts later on and starts to talk about the heels in a laudatory way. I'm loving this, and I think that Terrence is the kind of person who can lean into this. He quite clearly can. He's doing great work already. I really want them to go somewhere with this. Can't wait. It's been a simmering storyline, and I'm calling it. I called it last week. I am this week. I got a like from Terrence, who usually communicates with me. I say contributes with me. That's the wrong word. Communicates with me, and I would love that. Really love it. Now, this episode was a blooming good one, as usual. So, got some notes down here. We've got Tim Bosby out saying, look, King Cobra, who also comes out. Look, King, look, Cobra. I nearly beat Aaron Roberts last week, and I would have done if it hadn't been for just in case. So I don't want him to be at the next match. Hang on a minute, we haven't got a match signed yet. But King Cobra says, yes, next week you can fight him, and just in case, he will be banned from the building. Now, Gun Show doesn't really care about that. He's facing Seven Cruz, who has got a pair of wrestling boots which have got little shining lights or winking lights in the sole. It's lovely. And he gets beat up, you might expect. By the way, Pete thinks that Terrence has gone off the rails during this match. I like the way they're doing this. It's very nice. So, Seven slaps him, gets a spine buster for that. I got Gun Show Larry, in fact, two. One more time, gets the pin. Gun Show doesn't care whether it's Bosby or Aaron Roberts, but then he sort of, who's the champion when he next fights, he's the number one contender. But then he mentions Aaron Roberts again, and it does seem as though Roberts will be the champion after the next week. But you never know. I mean, Memphis Wrestling does this. It swerves you. And I love the way they do that. Now, we've got the Draco stuff. Before, Bruce and Morrow, the Righteous Path, Morrow, the Righteous Path, versus the Twins of Salem, who are still here. Fantastic. I love it. It's a grudge match. And Jackson gets some punches in early. A sling blade. I like the double bite on Bruce's hands. Then there's a knee for a 2 count. But Abel goes outside. I don't know why he does this. Runs straight into a Morrow punch. Not tomorrow, but today. Then there's a Reverend Ash hole distraction. Out comes Sister Asa with the kendo stick. Who comes out the good guy's locker room? Barnabus. You know he's being repackaged here. This is good, because I like his work. Takes the stick. The Twins of Salem, I think it's Jackson who grabs it. Big smack into Bruce, I think it was, for the pin. There you go. Now, this is good. Jimmy just had his birthday. Happy birthday to Jimmy Blaylock. Happy birthday to you. He's not got a very good birthday present, though, because he wants to have a chat about Ray Collins, who he says has been away shooting a movie, but here's Jay Smooth, who wants another chance. He's had so many chances to join the Hollywood clique, or click, if you like. And yes, Jimmy will give him another chance. He's a nice guy. Now, He says if you can beat Ray Collins, you can be in the Hollywood clique or click. But you have to beat him right now. Now, Jay Smooth doesn't mind that because he's in his wrestling gear and he's delighted. But Ray Collins is in a suit and his street shoes. But I suppose he thinks he can just do it anyway. There are some Jay Smooth shots. A nice kick with those street shoes of his from Ray Collins. No wait, Ray. No wait, Ray. A figure four with Jimmy holding on to the hands, getting the leverage, which the ref sees. Suddenly, after there is a bit of a remonstration for the nation, the realisation of a roll-up to all the way Ray, suddenly from Jay Smooth, and he wins. He's delighted. He's hugging everybody in sight, including Jimmy Blaylock. Jimmy Blaylock does superb work here because it lasts it must be 2 or 3 minutes. He is completely immobile, like this. The whole time. He's hugged several times by Jay Smooth. People are talking to him and he remains. That's fantastic. Doesn't move. It's beautiful work and blooming well done. As I told him the other week, love your work, and I blooming well love it. What he did here was the right choice. Well done, Jimmy Blaylock. Excellently done. Well, he can get rid of Jay Smooth. He'll be on a probation, won't he? Anyway, Simon's out. Just grab someone from the back. Apparently, it's trainee James Curtis, who we will see in subsequent weeks if, as Terrence points out, he's not too banged up from this. He smacks him on his head right onto the ring steps. Big elbow drop. Choke into the camera. Tells head referee David Knight and us that he wants someone to be brought into the Wrestle Centre. You know who it is. We don't know. Dustin says he doesn't know, but he is Memphis Vince. But anyway, then there's a slam throw. The match doesn't start till this point. And then we've got an elbow drop without the elbow pad. And there's your pin. Who is it that he wants brought in? Who is it? I hope it's Abe Knuckleball Schwartz. That'd be good. Or Skinner, the Alligator Man. Either of them, I wouldn't mind. Now, Too Cool 2 have got an interview. They say that the LA Hustlers say their street. Well, we built the street. I didn't know they were construction guys. Or maybe town planners. I didn't know that, but they will be fighting them. And I really would like it if the LA Hustlers won. I'm not massively keen on Too Cool 2 because I don't think they're all that charismatic. And that's the business, dog. So, Mike Anthony versus Draco. Mike Anthony's work is just supreme because he's one of the best sellers in wrestling at the moment. Right. There's shots and stomps from Draco to start with. Huge chops. Of course, you've got nearly chopped his nipple off. Then another chop and another. I don't think there's any nipples left, says Dustin, which is just great. Big guillotine from Draco. Misses an elbow off the top. Mike Anthony is selling crazily at this point, selling beautifully. Big elbow off the top. Oh no, big punches from Mike Anthony. And then a sort of angle slam, really. Not exactly, but sort of. Or an Olympic slam, if you like. Then Draco counters the genetic dream with a big kick. Out comes Gio, with it we thought was in the hospital, on a crutch with a big boot on. And Anthony gets up to the top. That's Mike Anthony, one of my favourite wrestlers of last year and this year. Genetic dream for the pin. Keeps the belt. And it's all about Draco versus Gio. That's going to be a good feud, ain't it? And this is a good promotion, ain't it? And that was a good episode, wasn't it? Yes, it blooming well was. Ta-ta.